Hey everybody, it is Eric with another movie review, and last night I saw Black Panther 2, Wakanda whatever, or Runtime Forever. Relax everybody, we're having fun here, alright? We're laughing, alright? I noticed I put my quick review up and I lost 10 subs like that. Come on, it's just dumb movies, guys, but we love talking about them. Alright, Black Panther 2, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes, and holy hell, it felt like I was there 6 hours. I'm not joking. There's no debate. This movie is way, way too long. It's boring. I fell asleep twice. I'm not lying. I fell asleep twice. But I'm thinking I did have a couple beers and some Wakandan cookies. So before the show, so you know, that carb coma probably kicked in. All right, everybody, before we begin with the review, my friend Mike, I'd like to thank my friend Mike and his wife Melissa for holding a little event here at our local Cinemark. They rented out 2 screens for Black Panther 2, and they rented out a local restaurant called Burgatory and had food there for us, and even brought in Black Panther cookies. I mean, Mike does it right. There's no doubt about it. Look at that. That's a cool cookie. That's a cool cookie. Let's see here. This is my favorite one, I think. Ooh, that's a cool cookie. I like this one. Look at that. Wakanda Forever. Mike does it right, I'll tell you. Mike and Melissa. They do things right. No doubt about it. So thank you, Mike and Melissa. Again, it was a very fun night. All right, so let's get into this. Yeah, I didn't like this movie. It was long. It was boring. It put me to sleep. So the original Black Panther movie had a great cast. All right, we know the actors, and it had some of the best female characters in the whole MCU. You got the Dora Milaje; they're still great and awesome. Okoye, which is T'Challa's girlfriend, right? No, that's Nakia. Okoye is the leader of Dora Milaje, right, from Walking Dead, and then we have Shuri. Shuri is the sister of T'Challa, and this movie is really Shuri's story. Spoilers, she becomes Black Panther, okay, because T'Challa dies. Dies very quickly. And this movie is her story. I guess it's her arc from going from being very angry to becoming more like T'Challa at the end of the movie. I didn't buy the arc. I don't think it was very well developed. And none of these characters, although they're great female MCU characters, they're more side characters. And I don't think any of them are strong enough to carry this film by themselves or carry this franchise moving forward. We really do miss Michael B. Jordan. We'll talk about that. And Chadwick Boseman. And there's nothing we can do about that. Maybe they should have recast the character of Black Panther. Just saying. With another guy. With another dude. So, I think Marvel, in an attempt to bolster the squad, gave us Riri Williams. Is that her name? Riri. Actress Dominique Thorne, who, as an actress, she did a fine job with what she was given. She's very charismatic, attractive. But basically, she's like the new Iron Man. And you're going to say, she's not like Iron Man. She's the new Iron Man. She's a smart college kid that our crew is going to go and grab and become one of the crew. And she's basically Iron Man. And again, I just don't think her story was very compelling, and it felt kind of forced into things just to show off a new kind of character that's only been in the comics for a couple years. It didn't work. All right, now listen, I'm not just going to pick on the ladies. All right, the other problem with this film is Namor, the villain, a dude. I don't know, I guess. Black Panther 2 introduces us to the MCU version of Namor. Namor is a classic character, goes way back to the first few Fantastic Four comics, way, way, way back. In this version, the MCU version of Namor sucks. The MCU continues to take characters and just make them not good. The list is long, and I've covered it in other videos. And Namor is the next victim of the MCU. So he fails as a villain. I didn't understand his motivations at all, first of all. And he's kind of like he's a prick, and he should be a prick, but he's kind of like a dumb prick, where Namor in the comics was very powerful and arrogant, but bold and brash. I couldn't figure out the MCU Namor in this film. I really couldn't. For that matter, any of his people, the Atlanteans, I didn't like any of them. I didn't like the technology. I didn't like the side characters. Just everything wasn't working for me. It wasn't interesting. In the comics, the Atlanteans have like a massive army with exotic creatures that invade New York City, right? None of that's here. They look primitive. They ride whales. It was just all boring. Aquaman, DC's Aquaman, Jason Momoa. That movie did underwater people and filming underwater a lot better than this movie, and that should not have happened. Damn good cookies. All right. The other problem with Black Panther 2 is this story. This is the wrong story to tell. I know Ryan Coogler, the director, he's a great director. I love Creed. He had a script supposedly before Chadwick Boseman died. And then he died, and then they had to write a whole new script, a whole new story. Again, this was the wrong story to tell. Really think you just should recast the character and move forward with it. Because this movie starts off very, very awkward. Like it just starts. There's no introduction or anything. It just starts with Shuri trying to find a cure for a virus because T'Challa is dying. We're told this. And then Mom walks in and says T'Challa's dead. And that's it. That's the first like 40 seconds, 30 seconds of this film. And it's just a very awkward way to start. Then we go right to like the funeral. Again, it's sad, but it's too quick. The movie should have started out with like a CG Black Panther that we're led to believe is, oh, that's T'Challa, right? Just a CG guy in a suit. Maybe fighting Namor. Maybe there's a miscommunication and they're fighting and they don't, maybe they're being set up by Doctor Doom, right? Doctor Doom's not in this movie. At least I didn't see him. But maybe there's like a miscommunication and Namor kills T'Challa, right? And then we get the Marvel logo. And then, oh, wow, we hate Namor. We're invested, that son of a bitch. But I wasn't invested in Namor or anybody here, So just the way they killed T'Challa quickly in the first 20 seconds and handled it, I did not like. So we go to Shuri. Shuri is mad throughout the whole film. And she's going to get more mad. That's her arc. And along the way, they grab this Riri Williams, Lady Iron Man from a college. I forget which. MIT. I forget. I don't care. Because she invented vibranium detectors. And maybe that's what's pissing off the Atlanteans. Again, I wasn't really caring about it. So if I'm screwing up the plot, oh well. You guys can correct me. Namor is going to attack Wakanda. They made a big deal. Oh, he snuck in with his little wingy feet. He sneaks in and kills the queen, Angela Bassett. Okay, and then Shuri's going to get more mad. I have to say, Angela Bassett was very good in this film. I've always been a fan of hers, and she's fantastic, looks fantastic. She's great when she's on screen, and is it Winston Duke as M'Baku? When he's on screen, like you're like, oh, okay, this is feeling like a Black Panther movie. And then after the death of the queen, Shuri gets even more mad. And I just didn't like, listen, Shuri could make a good Black Panther, but again, just having her just angry and it just wasn't good. It was hard to take. Anyway, Shuri fabricates the little plants that glow that when you drink the juice, you become Black Panther. Because remember, Killmonger burnt them all in the last film. Shuri is able to genetically recreate them. And she drinks the juice and she becomes Black Panther. And then when she goes into that dream state where she sees past relatives who will pass on their wisdom to you, like in the first movie, when Shuri does that, spoiler, now this was a good scene. She approaches the throne, and who's on the throne? Not T'Challa, Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan. And I was like, at that moment, I'm like, oh, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Like, I like this scene. This is a good scene because, like, Michael B. Jordan is such a great actor. Him just being there, like you feel the danger that he's conveying just by standing there. He's a dangerous guy, and you feel it. And he's basically telling Shuri, do it like me, cousin or whatever the relation is. Do things like I did. Take control, smash your enemies, whatever it takes. Be like me. And so when Shuri comes back to the real world, she's kind of like shocked, but she starts to like, yeah, I'm going to be like Killmonger. And yeah, I'm going to be more ruthless. And for a while, she is. As I talk about that plot out loud, like that is an interesting idea. The problem is, I swear they get to Killmonger like 2 hours into the film, right before the last battle. Maybe Shuri should have became Black Panther earlier, had that interaction with Killmonger earlier, and that would be like leading her decisions earlier in the film, so we could see that arc develop over 2 hours and 40 minutes. But this all happens at the end, and it's just very rushed, not well developed. All right, so after she becomes Black Panther, she wants to kick Namor's ass, kill him, really, kill the enemies. That's what, Killmonger's saying. So there's this final battle where the people of Wakanda get on like an aircraft carrier, and then they're going to go to Namor, go to him, not wait for him to come back. They're going to go to him on this like big aircraft carrier thing. That was really stupid. And they got this like sonic blaster that's disrupting the fish. But Namor's people, they beat it and get on the aircraft carrier. And so everyone's fighting. Again, the Atlanteans just feel very uninspired. They're riding whales. Everyone's just jumping. They have jump abilities. And there's people fighting with spears. I didn't like it. It's better probably than the last battle in the last movie, but that's not saying much. You also have then Lady Iron Man, Riri, up there shooting blasters, and they've got her, in the cockpit of the helmet, just like Tony Stark. And every time they show her, I'm just like, I miss Tony Stark. Why are you showing me this? I miss Tony Stark. Recast Tony Stark too while you're at it. Anyway, Shuri ends up with Namor on the beach. Oh, because they say, listen, if we could get Namor away from water, that makes him weaker. So they do some things and get him to like a desert. Just trust me, you don't want the details. So Shuri basically beats Namor at the end and spares his life. At the end, she chooses to be more like her brother than Killmonger. And Namor yields. He says, I yield to you. So, which again, the Namor in the comics, if you know anything about the comics, the Namor in the comics would never yield to a Lady Black Panther, okay? So this Namor is just a douche. I just hated him. It's terrible. Miscast that guy too. Sorry. I don't know. Not good. So Namor yields and they have peace. And why were they fighting? I don't know why they were fighting. 2 hours and 40 minutes. I really don't have a clue. If you stay for post credits or mid credits, I did not. I wanted out of the theater very badly, and I just cheated and looked at it online. And, the spoiler is that T'Challa has a son with Nakia. So Nakia was living in Haiti, not Wakanda, and Shuri visits and sees that T'Challa has like a 5-year-old son. So the movie is basically telling us, yeah, thanks for watching Shuri, but in 10 years, or if something happens, we can move faster. We're going to have that new male Black Panther back for you. So stay with us. That was kind of like a dig into Shuri at the end. I don't know. All right. So, yeah, I think they just should have recast T'Challa. Or I was thinking, let Michael B. Jordan be T'Challa. Like maybe something happens where we open up a portal to another dimension. I've seen a movie where that can happen quite frequently, and Michael B. Jordan walks out because he is the T'Challa from his dimension, and he needs to come to our universe. Huh? What do you think? I thought that'd be a good idea. Going down my list here, everything with Martin Freeman needed to go. Martin Freeman is in this movie as Everett Ross. Don't care. I can't even tell you why he was in the film. He needed to go. That would have cut out 20 minutes. And let's see here. Yeah, Ryan Coogler. I just think he told the wrong story. He's a good director, but yeah. And the movie is directed fine, and the performances are, for what they're given, it's fine. It's just wrong. The action, it's boring. I've seen it before. Nothing new here. The music. I will say the music is noticeable. It's a lot like the movie Dune that we just got. Denis Villeneuve, Dune. It's very similar to that score. Comedy. There's no dumb Taika Waititi comedy in this movie, so that's a positive, yes. The actors are great. Wrong story. It looks very pretty. It looks very pretty in 3D. Maybe go see it in 3D because all that slow motion water. Yeah, the Atlanteans, they have these the technology that they do have is water grenades, water balloons. You know, like when it's summer, you just fill up a balloon and throw it. That's like their big technology. So bad. Oh, now I'm sure a few more things happened in this movie for like 5 or 10 minutes, but I did fall asleep twice. But I'm very confident I didn't miss anything. So if you guys see the movie, let me know. Did I miss something fantastic? Sort of in the middle? I don't think I did. Yeah. I don't know. And I got to tell you, I'm good not seeing a movie in a while. I really don't want to go back to a movie theater anytime soon. So Black Panther 2 did it for me. All right, everybody. Let me know in the comments. If you hate me and think I'm just a man baby, please, you can call me that, but then explain why you like the film, right? Because I've never had somebody call me a name and then actually like engage in like a good, mature, intellectual dialogue about why you liked Black Panther 2. Please. So after the name calling, just don't run away and never come back. Actually leave a nice comment and for everyone to read, and we can learn together to appreciate things, right? And if you saw Black Panther, if you liked it, you loved it. If you could do without it, let me know in the comments. You know, I want to talk to you guys. That's what we do here. We just don't hate on stuff. We like to talk about the stuff. All right. I think that's it. I'm going to eat more cookies. That's right. All right, everybody, have a great day, a great night, a great weekend. I will see you soon. And as always, I will see you on the new. Look at that. Oh, that's hot.